Hey everybody, my name is Susana Ojeda West. If this is your first time joining me, I'm head chef at freezerfeed.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make 10 keto-friendly freezer meal recipes in only around 30 minutes. These meals are so easy to make. They are very high protein, low carb, they have no added sugar, and most importantly, they taste amazing. Whether you're diabetic or you're just looking to get some delicious and healthy recipes to get you in shape, I know without a doubt that you and your entire family are going to love these meals. Before I begin, I want to thank you all for attending this cooking class today. 5 years ago, freezer cooking totally changed my life, and it's my hope that after today's class, it will do the same for you. Today, you're going to learn how freezer meals can save you so much time because they're so easy to prepare, they cook themselves, and you only have to clean a single pot when you're done eating. You're going to learn how freezer cooking can literally save you thousands of dollars every single year on your food bills, because now you can take advantage of the bulk deals you see at your local grocery store, and you can store the meals in your freezer for up to 90 days. As a part-time fitness and swimsuit model over the years, the keto diet has been essential to my career while preparing for important shoots. Needing to be in great physical shape while refusing to sacrifice taste can be tough, but these meals have made it so easy to do just that. Finally, before we jump into our first meal, I want you to know that today I will be giving away a thank you gift to everyone who sticks around until the very end of this class. So if you stay with me until the very end, you will receive a free cookbook with all the meals we go over, free customizable labels for your freezer bags, and a free grocery shopping list. This cookbook will have everything we go over today, so there's no need to take notes. Just sit back, relax, and now let's get right into our first meal, and that is our ground beef Philly cheesesteak. My husband and I love this meal. We literally make it all the time. I love how the meat is so tender and the peppers really bring out the flavor. So good, and you're going to love it. So, in case you're wondering, all the meals we'll be making today is for a serving size of 6 people, and we'll be using these awesome reusable gallon-sized freezer bags. You can use Ziploc bags instead if you want to, but I love using these ones because they save me money and they help the environment. So yeah, and we'll be using these bag holders as well. They make the process so much cleaner, easier, and faster. If you stay with me until the very end, I will send you a link with your cookbook where you can buy these bag holders, the reusable bags, and a few more of my favorite freezer cooking tools in case you want them. Okay, so for this first recipe, we're going to need 1 bag of frozen tricolor pepper and onion strips. I have my bag right here. This one is 16 ounce. You can also use fresh onions and fresh peppers if you want to. So we're going to add this to our bag. Then we're going to add half a cup of sliced mushrooms, a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or any keto approved oil. I'm going to be using olive oil for almost all these recipes. Okay, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I am going to be using this homemade keto version of Worcestershire sauce. You can also use the regular version if you want to, and if you're not on a super strict keto diet, but this recipe will be in your cookbook as well in case you want it. Okay. And that's it for our ingredients. Now for our seasonings, we're going to be adding steak seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, paprika, and pepper. No worries if I'm not telling you the measurements or if I'm going too fast. Everything will be in your cookbook, so no worries at all. So I'm going to be adding this. And that's it. Oh, you're probably wondering, where am I going to add the cheeses? So the cheeses are going to be added on the day of cooking, so we're not going to be adding any cheeses today. We're going to put this here and we're going to go to the next meal. All these meals are frozen raw. They will cook fresh for the first time when you're ready to eat them. I'm going to be adding all my meat at the end of this class to avoid cross-contamination and to keep my body core and my knife clean. That way I only have to wash everything once, which is a huge plus about freezer cooking. That all these things I'm using today, I only have to wash once. Our next recipe is buffalo chicken lettuce grabs. This is a great recipe. All of our friends are always so shocked when they try this because, like most people, they can't think about buffalo chicken being sugar-free and actually tasting this good. But as you will see, it's all because of one secret ingredient, which I will show you in a minute. Let's start by adding half a cup of keto-approved buffalo wing sauce. I have mine here. I'm using this brand, which will include a link in your cookbook as well, in case you want to know where to buy it. Half a cup of sugar-free barbecue sauce. I'm using the brand G Hughes. I'm going to show you very quick. In original barbecue flavor. We'll also include a link for that as well. Cut a cup of your favorite sweetener. I'm going to be using stevia. But you can also use monk fruit, truvia, or swerve. And our secret ingredient, a cut a cup of sugar-free apricot preserves. Okay, I have mine here. You are going to love this. It tastes so good. For our seasonings, we have garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. Very simple, but delicious. And that's it. Okay. Now, our next recipe is our amazing fire roasted shrimp tacos. My husband is obsessed with shrimp tacos. He had been bugging me for months to try to create the perfect freezer meal recipe for them. So here it is. This one is a big hit if you are entertaining or if you have your family and people over. This one is perfect. They're gonna love it. For this recipe, we're going to use 1 can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. Let's add this to my recycling bag. Well, I'm using a bag for trash, a bag for recycling, and a bag for compost. When you are making this many meals, I definitely encourage you to try your best to be as eco-friendly as possible. Okay, half a cup of keto-approved chunky salsa. I have my salsa right here. Perfect. I cut a cup of chopped cilantro. I cut a cup of extra virgin olive oil. And 1 chopped red bell pepper. Half a cup of chopped onion. I'm going to be using these frozen onions. They are amazing. I love using them when I'm freezer cooking because they save me so much time and so many tears in my kitchen. I got these ones at my local grocery store for about $1 each bag, and each bag has about 1.5 cups. So they're really good. You can use fresh onions too if you want to. And that will be it. For our seasonings, we have garlic powder, salt, cumin, chili powder, onion powder, pepper, paprika, and cayenne pepper. Just a little bit to give it a little kick. If you see any ingredient you might want to skip or substitute, that's totally fine. Freezer meals are almost impossible to mess up, so feel free to customize them. Our next recipe is going to be low-carb rice and beans. But before we get into our third meal here, guys, I love doing this bowl. I think it's super fun. I would like to know which benefit are you most looking forward to with freezer cooking. Is it saving time, saving money, or is it getting fit? For me, it's definitely saving thousands of dollars every single year. But I'm excited to hear what you guys think. I'm gonna leave the poll right here, okay? Awesome. For this recipe, we are going to be making low rice and beans. I know that this is a keto class, but we have a ton of Freezer Feed members who are both vegan and keto, and this is a great recipe if you follow either or both of these diets. This one is super easy to make, super fast and quick, and it has a ton of flavor. So this one, I like it a lot. We're going to start by adding 2 packages of frozen cauliflower rice, which I have here. I got these ones at my local Costco. I got a huge package. Who doesn't love Costco? Okay. Oh, there's a big block. And then we're going to add 2 cans of black soybeans, drain and rinse. These black soybeans can be a little hard to find sometimes, so I have included a link for them as well in your cookbook. Okay. Let's include 1 cup of vegetable broth. Half a cup of chopped red onion. I have mine here. Half a cup of whole hemp seeds. I am a huge fan of this because they are so healthy. They surprisingly have a ton of protein. They're good for your bones, for your heart, and they give you so much energy. I love using them. A third cup of chopped green bell pepper and a third cup of chopped red bell pepper. I might need to, this is getting a little tight here, but it's because the frozen cauliflower had like a huge block. I'm gonna try to break it up at the end. Okay. A quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. And the juice of half a lime. I have my limes right here. Okay, our seasonings, we're going to be adding oregano, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, chili powder, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, and cayenne pepper. So flavorful, you guys. And I'm going to try to close this at the end. It's so full. Okay. You know, one of the best parts about freezer cooking is that even if you're following a super strict diet for health reasons like diabetes or just to get in shape, you're never going to get bored of eating freezer meals. You can literally eat different type of meals from different countries all over the world every single night if you want to. And I love that so much. You will always have something new and exciting to try, and I'm excited for you to try all these meals. I can't wait to hear what you think. Okay. As a lot of you guys know, I am a huge fan of Italian food, and this recipe is our bruschetta chicken, and it's amazing. So simple, so flavorful. I like to serve it at dinner parties as well as for my family, and it's always a huge hit. If you love bruschetta as much as I do, you definitely need to give this one a try. Let's add 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juices. Let's add 1 cup of chicken broth. One cup of chopped onion. I'm going to be using my frozen onions. And a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. A quarter cup of balsamic vinegar. I'm going to be using the same cup. And that's it. Seasonings, we're going to use basil, garlic powder, parsley flakes, oregano, salt, onion powder, pepper, and red pepper flakes. And that's it. We are done with our bruschetta chicken. Just so you guys know, all these meals we're cooking today can be cooked in your crock pot, instant pot. Some can even be cooked in the oven and skillet. And you will have instructions for all of this in your cookbook and in your labels showing you how to cook them. The labels are for your freezer bags, and they are so helpful because they have the name of your meal so you know exactly what you're eating. They have the cooking instructions so you or anyone in your house knows how to make the meal, and they have the use by day so that you know exactly when to eat it by. They're really helpful and I strongly suggest you to use them. Okay, so this next recipe is our keto pulled pork. With this class being live from Dallas, Texas, I feel like it's only right that we include some delicious Texas barbecue. This recipe is amazing. Everyone in your family is going to love it. Pulled pork is one of my favorite meats to cook in the crock pot and in the instant pot because the meat really absorbs the flavors from the sauce and the meat comes out so tender. Everyone in your family is going to love it, especially your kids. Yeah. Okay, let's add half a cup of sugar-free barbecue sauce. I have mine here. This one is another one that a lot of people is surprised of how good it tastes because it doesn't have any sugar added to the sauce. And they're like, how can this taste so good? Half a cup of sugar-free ketchup. This one is the same brand, G. Hughes. It's my favorite ketchup. Have no sugar added. Half a cup of chicken broth. Cut a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Here it is. One tablespoon of brown sugar substitute. Can either be golden monk fruit or brown swerve. I'm using golden monk fruit. And 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. One tablespoon of our homemade Worcestershire sauce. Oh, here it is. Oof. And 1 tablespoon of liquid smoke. Perfect. For our seasonings, we have garlic powder, chili powder, onion powder, salt, smoked paprika, cumin, chipotle powder, and pepper. Awesome. For my diabetics watching this class, can you believe that you'll soon be eating Texas-style pulled pork again? Oh my God, you're going to love this recipe. I really hope you guys are enjoying this and seeing just how easy this really is. I would like to take a second right now to tell you a little bit more about Freezer Feed. If you guys haven't heard of us, we are a freezer cooking membership site that features hundreds of these amazing recipes, beautiful cookbooks, at-home workout programs, and so much more. On our website, you can actually customize each recipe to fit the exact number of people you're cooking for. Once your recipes are customized, you can just download or print your recipe and take it with you to your local grocery store. I'm going to pop up a link here for you guys so that you can get a one-time special on our membership. If you're liking this class, you're definitely going to love this. So I think I popped it already. Yep. Awesome. Okay, so this recipe is carne asada. Oh no, balsamic chicken. Yep. Balsamic chicken. I have been a huge fan of balsamic vinegar for quite some time now, especially in my salads. And I've been trying to create the perfect freezer meal recipe that pairs nicely with that bold balsamic flavor. And finally I made it. I customized a chicken recipe with it and it immediately became my favorite freezer meal recipe. So this one is great for a girls' night in or for a special date night with your significant other at the house. You're really going to like this one, so give it a try. Ingredients: 1 can of diced tomatoes. This one is 28 ounce, so it's pretty big, with the juices. 1 sliced yellow onion. Half a cup of balsamic vinegar. Okay. Cut a cup of extra virgin olive oil. Ooh. And 1 tablespoon of stevia, or your favorite sweetener. For our seasonings, we have garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, basil, rosemary, salt, thyme, and pepper. Perfect. I love the keto diet, guys. I try to follow it all the year round, or as much as I can. If you're new to keto, the meals are very high in protein and essential fats. They have very little to no carbs or sugar whatsoever. When I'm on it, it definitely helps me losing some weight and my skin improves as well, which is amazing. Also, kids tend to love keto meals, which is a huge plus. This meal is our carne asada, and as you guys can probably tell, I'm originally from South America, Venezuela to be exact, and I feel like it's only right that I give you guys a really authentic Latin keto recipe. Don't you agree? This one is great for your crock pot and instant pot too, because the flank steak really absorbs the amazing flavors from the onions and the peppers and all the seasonings, and the meat comes out so tender. I love this one. 2 chopped chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. I have mine here. Let's add 1 cup of chopped onion. Using my frozen onions again. 1 cut cup of chopped cilantro. Cut a cup of extra virgin olive oil. The juice of 1 lime. You can also add, if you're not following a super strict keto diet, you could add the juice of half an orange. My grandma shared that tip with me a long time ago, and her flank steak always comes out so juicy. But if you are on a strict keto diet, then use the lime juice will be just fine. So, yep. Okay, 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Perfect. And 1 tablespoon of liquid aminos. Seasonings, we have garlic powder, chili powder, onion powder, cumin, paprika, salt, oregano, and pepper. Okay guys, this is ready. I wanted to tell you that you can always easily modify the serving size. If you're cooking for more people, you can just add more protein to your freezer meal and leave the rest of the ingredients the same. Or if you're cooking for less people, you can split the freezer meal you can either split the freezer meal into 2 bags, or you can store the leftovers in your fridge or in your freezer. I love eating them at lunch, and I feel like sometimes they taste even better, so you should give that a try. This recipe is our keto bolognese. I have to admit, spaghetti bolognese has been one of my favorite foods forever, and it's one of the meals that I miss the most while dieting. So one day I was craving it so much that I decided to grab my grandma's recipe, customize it to make it keto and freezable, and I haven't changed it ever since. And I'm about to share it with you, so get ready. 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 cup of chopped onion, okay, 1 cup of beef broth. I'm going to be using this. Oof. We are live here, guys, so I'll clean later. Perfect. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to add 1/4 cup of red cooking wine. You can also use beef broth if you don't want to use red cooking wine. A lot of people ask me for substitutes, but I'm using Merlot, just in case you're wondering. 3 bay leaves, I have mine here, and 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. There it is. I like to add tomato paste in moderation to my meals to add that rich tomato flavor, but if you are on a super strict keto diet, you can skip this step. Okay, for our seasonings, we're going to add Italian seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, basil, salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes. Perfect. This is so good over zucchini noodles. If you haven't tried that combo, you definitely need to, because they're so healthy and so delicious, and they're the perfect pasta substitute. So here's our last recipe. This is a keto dark chocolate cake. I have a serious sweet tooth and I'm always on a diet, so I know how important healthy desserts can be. If you're diabetic, this one is a huge blessing and you're going to absolutely love it. We're going to start by adding our dry ingredients. I have combined 1 cup of almond flour, 1/2 cup of stevia, 1/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1/4 cup of oat fiber, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Oat fiber is not the same as oat flour. Oat fiber doesn't have any fats, any carbs, and it has all the fiber from the oats, which I think is great and is perfect for baking. For our liquid ingredients, I have mine right here. I have combined 3 whole eggs beaten, 1/3 of a cup of melted coconut oil. You can also use butter if you want to. I'm gonna give this a little whisk. I also combined 2/3 of a cup of sweetened almond milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and that's it. So I'm going to add this to our freezer bag. And we're going to add our last ingredient, which is my favorite one. Sugar-free dark chocolate chips. There you go. And we're going to start kneading all these ingredients to combine. You can also do this in a regular mixing bowl. I have done both ways before, and the cake always comes out super good. Well, I'm going to need this at the end of the class, because now I want to show you how I'm going to be adding all the meat to all of these recipes. Okay, so for our first recipe, let's do shrimp tacos. I'm going to be adding 1 bag, 2 pounds of shrimp. I got this one from Costco. Perfect. Then we're going to add our ground beef. To our ground Philly cheesesteak and our keto bolognese. I'm using 85% lean, 15% fat, but you can use whatever you want. Keto bolognese, here we go. Going to wash my hands very quick to avoid cross-contamination. Perfect. Now we're going to add our pork. I'm adding, so I add 1.5 pounds for the ground beef, and I'm adding 2 pounds of pork butt to our keto pulled pork. I normally add my meat whole, but I cut this one into big chunks so it cooks faster, and it gives me that shredded consistency. But if you want to play around with your meat, oh, I didn't put, sorry. So if you want to play around with your meat and cut it into slices or cubes or big chunks, or just leave it whole, that's totally up to you. I like to shred my meat, so I usually add it whole because I think like it's super easy and it saves me time. Now I'm going to add our flank steak to carne asada. 2 pounds of flank steak right here, carne asada, there we go. I'm adding this one whole. Okay. And then we're going to be adding our chicken. I know that a lot of people love the flavor of chicken thighs better than chicken breast. So if you want to swap any of the chicken breasts in these recipes for chicken thighs, you can totally do it. Same amount and same cooking time. So I'm going to be using chicken thighs, 2 pounds for my lettuce wraps. And 2 pounds for my bruschetta chicken. I cut these ones in 6 tenders because I like it better that way. But if you want to leave it whole, that's fine too. Perfect. And for our balsamic chicken, I'm gonna add the chicken whole. This one is 2 pounds. Perfect. And now I'm going to show you how I seal my freezer bags. So what you want to do, let me take this out of the way. Perfect. What you want to do, you want to grab your freezer bag, a lot of people ask me if it's necessary to stir or shake the bag. It's honestly not necessary. It's very up to you. I have done both ways in the past, and my meal always comes out really flavorful and tasty. So yeah. So what you want to do, you want to start closing your freezer bag until you have about 2 inches left, and we're going to start removing all the air out of the bag. Make sure there's no air left, and we're going to seal it all the way until the end. And that's it. We're going to put it aside, and we're going to repeat the same process for all the bags. Start closing. Remove air. Perfect. Close. Guys, freezer cooking is going to give you so much of your time back. You can literally prepare a month's worth of meals in one single afternoon. Imagine yourself coming home after a long day of work, not having to think or worry about what to eat. You'll have a variety of meals, large selection of meals waiting for you that are already prepared, ready to cook themselves. So instead of being in the kitchen, cooking and doing these dishes, you can now spend that extra hour of free time playing with your kids, relaxing, or doing whatever you want. I think it's great. This is a total life changer. There's no more worrying or stressing about what to eat, what to cook. No more stressing about food bills since you're buying everything in bulk. And the meals taste great and they're so healthy. I can't wait for you to try them. And I can't wait to hear from you once you try them, because I'm really excited to know what you think. Okay, after I'm done sealing these bags, I'm going to show you how I cook my freezer meals. So stay with me. We have only one more bag to go, but I'm very scared because I feel like there's a huge block of frozen cauliflower and I won't be able to close it. So I might have to leave it until the end. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it until the end and I'm gonna figure out how to do it. But yes, so let me put all of these meals in the freezer. I'm almost running out of pace. Perfect. I'm going to leave one outside so I can show you how I do all the process to cook my freezer meals. So, if you are using an Instant Pot, then what you want to do, you want to put your freezer meal under water for a few minutes for a quick thaw. This is so that you can break the meal apart so it can fit the pot. Then you are going to dump the meal into your Instant Pot. You're going to press saute for about 5 minutes. This is to release some liquid so the Instant Pot can reach pressure. If you want to skip this step, you can add a quarter cup or a half a cup of water or chicken broth, and you're going to put the lid on. You're going to press pressure cook, and you're going to set the cook time listed in the recipe. This one calls for 25 minutes on high. Once it's done cooking, you allow 10 more minutes for natural release. This is to make your meat super tender. And you're done. If you're using a crock pot, then first you want to thaw your meal in the fridge overnight. You're going to dump the meals in your crock pot, place the lid, and you're going to set the cook time for the time listed in the recipe. This one calls for 3 to 4 hours on high or 6 to 8 hours on low. You're gonna let it cook, and once it's done cooking, you can serve immediately or you can leave it on warm for up to 6 hours. That way, when you come home after a long day of work, your food will be warm and ready to serve. Couple important things here, guys. If you are cooking for a very small serving size of 1 to 3 people, you might want to decrease the cook time, cut it in half. You should be fine doing that. And just make sure that your meat is cooked all the way through before serving it. Also, you might want to slightly decrease the liquid amount as well, because too much liquid can make your meal a little mushy and nobody likes that, right? And that's it, guys. Now, I want to quickly show you how a freezer-free membership has made this even easier for thousands of people just like you. I'm going to very quickly show you how a freezer-free membership makes it so easy to quickly find amazing, healthy freezer meal recipes and to generate custom and organized shopping lists to make your life that much easier. The first step is choosing a meal. So we're going to click on recipes, which is where you're going to spend most of your time. And as you can see, we have hundreds and hundreds of recipes, all of which can be frozen raw. You can either search for a recipe by name. Let's search for some barbecue chicken. Let's click search. And you can see all of our barbecue chicken recipes. Or you can filter our recipes by diet type, cuisine, chef, cookbook, cooking method, protein type, ingredient, and dish. For this example though, let's search for some of my keto beef recipes. You will see just how easy this is. Search. Now, look at these amazing meals, guys. All affordable, all easy to prepare, all freezable for up to 90 days, all healthy and delicious. Let's check out these keto Italian meatballs. This is a very popular meal with our members, and you will love them too. You can see all of the ingredients right here, the cooking instructions. If we scroll down, we're going to see the nutrition facts so that you know exactly what you're putting in your body. You can also leave a comment down here. And if we scroll up, you can add this recipe to your favorites, and you can customize the recipe by adjusting the serving size. Let me adjust this number right here. Let's say that we're cooking for 4 people. Did you see just how all the ingredients just change? How easy. Lastly, you can download the label for your freezer bag, which is very helpful. You can print your new custom recipe, and most importantly, you can add this meal to your shopping list. So let's add it very quick. Okay, now let's go back and add one more meal to our shopping list. How about our keto pot roast? And you can add it without clicking the recipe. That is another thing that I love about Freezer Fit. Okay, now watch this, guys. This right here is the secret sauce. While each of our recipes is based on a serving size of 6, they're all adjustable in your shopping list. Just enter how many people you're serving and how many of these meals you would like to buy at the store, and watch all the ingredient totals adjust for you. Did you see that, guys? Let me do that one more time, okay? Watch how the amount of ground beef changes. This is not a random shopping list you find on the internet. This is a totally custom shopping list tailor-made for you and your family. If you already have an ingredient, don't worry. Or if you're cooking for someone with an allergy, you can just delete the ingredient from the shopping list, and that's it. Also, look at this. All of these ingredients in your custom shopping list are separated by the aisle you will find them in at the grocery store. I love this feature. It's one that saves me so much time. You see how easy this is, right? In less than 30 seconds, you get a completely customized shopping list, which you can either add to your favorites, you can download, or you can print. You're saving money here because you're buying precisely the right ingredients, and it takes less than a minute of your time. But these recipes and shopping lists are not all. Join in the next 24 hours, and you're going to get all of our cookbooks, which you can see in this page right here. You are going to get free VIP access to our private Facebook group and email list, where you will get notified first when we plan new recipes, when we do live cooking classes, and when we add new chefs to the site. And you're going to get exclusive huge discounts on our at-home workout programs, which we offer as well. You're going to love these ones. If you're thinking about signing up today, I strongly encourage you to do so, because for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be offering a huge discount for everyone who took the time out of their day to join me for this class. To sign up, either click the link above, below, or to the side of this video. If you don't see a link, then simply go to freezerfit.com/keto. That's freezerfit.com/keto. As you can see, our membership is usually $197, which for all the extra time this is going to give you, all the extra money that you're going to save every single month on your food bills, and all the positive effects that these delicious, healthy meals are going to have on your entire family, this price will be totally worth it. But I really don't want the price to be an issue. I want to make joining today a total no-brainer for you. Today only, we are offering our Freezer Fit lifetime membership for only $97 as a thank you for joining this cooking class. Let me repeat that. A lifetime membership for just $97. That is a $100 discount off what this membership usually sells for, as long as you buy right now. Guys, this is a one-time charge. There are no hidden fees, no recurring payments, no random payments that hit your credit card in the future. $97 and you are a member of Freezer Fit for life. While you think about that, I want to encourage you to look over this page. You can read testimonials from real Freezer Fit members who decided to join right here. You can review the basics on how the membership works and what it includes. You can see if this membership is right for you right here. You can learn a little more about us and so much more. Once you decide the Freezer Fit is right for you, which if you stuck with me this far, I'm sure that it is, just add the membership to your cart by clicking this button right here. And look, your price is locked in. You'll want to add your name here and your email. Then you're going to create a password. Once you're done, just add your credit card details or pay with PayPal. Click place order now and you are done. One last thing, very important. I'm serious, guys. This deal is only guaranteed for 24 hours, so I encourage you to join right now so that you don't forget later on. I'm sure that there will be people which will reach out to me in a couple days saying that they watched the entire class and their discount has expired and now the price is $197. Don't let this be you. I have discounted this membership because I really want these meals to change your life just as they have changed mine, and I hope you commit and sign up right now. Thanks again, guys. Your cookbook is already on the way. Don't forget to check your spam and promotions folders. And I really hope you enjoyed today's class and that I get to see you all again very soon. Ciao.